Welcome back, Happy New Year. Over Christmas, I had the time to build my next Jamie Bates 1/13 scale TARDIS kit, which I mentioned in the last video on these kits that I did that it would be the Third Doctor's TARDIS from season 10. Here we go. So I'm going to go over basically the process of how I made it. I've got photos as well of me building this kit. So I have a cold at the moment, so if I sound a bit croaky, then that's why. To start with, the kit came flat packed, as they all do, all stuck together. So the first thing you've got to do is glue all the bits together. Now with this box, it was very crucial that I labelled what was the front, the back, the left-hand side, the right-hand side. Obviously, the front is pretty easy to distinguish between the rest of them because there's a door, which is a separate piece. But the back and the sides are obviously a little bit more difficult to distinguish. After gluing all the bits together and putting the corner posts in with cocktail sticks, which is what I like to do, the next bit was the sculpting, the bolts, locks, door handles, and the bump on top for the lamp. The lock and the door handles were very, very fiddly. So what I did, I used milliput sculpting sort of clay, which hardens over time. I've mentioned, I've gone into more detail with milliput on my previous TARDIS video, so please go and watch that. I sculpted in the lock and the door handle. I got just a paper clip. I sort of cut it to the correct size and sort of it's quite fiddly again because it's very small. Sort of sculpted it to the door handle, and then I wrapped some milliput around just to make it a little bit thicker, just because I wanted it to stand out a little bit more, and then which of course then later got painted silver. During season 10, which is what this box is based upon, there were bolts on the left and right hand sides at the top and the bottom. So yeah, that was just another little interesting detail that I knew had to go on this box. So that's what I did. Next was the polyfilla. I think I enjoyed myself a little bit too much when I sort of smothered this with loads of polyfilla. So next was painting. Those of people who are interested in the colour blue that I used. So the blue is called Bureau Blue. I've got the card here from B&Q. I'm very happy with the colour that came out because sometimes when you look at it, much like the TARDIS prop, it's a very sort of bright, vibrant blue. In this sort of light, it sort of looks slightly darker. And that's what the actual colour of the prop did in the episodes. It sort of looked darker in some stories in others, and even in the same story. Sometimes it just looked like different colours depending on the lighting and what set it was in. So after painting it, I stuck it together. Then I done the corner posts, the outside corner posts. There's one mistake I've made actually, which is putting a corner post in on the front, on the right hand side. That shouldn't be there. There shouldn't be a corner post on the right hand side. But I didn't realise that till after sticking it in. But it's done now. It looks okay. Done all the corner posts, painted those in, made sure it was all stuck together. And then I went on to the windows and the lamp. The front and the left hand side are the same, which are all pebble glass, so I used adhesive film exactly like I've used in all the other boxes, and that was easy. It was just cutting out the square, sticking them in, and then matching the plastic lids which I've cut. I think I got those from B&Q. You can get plastic lids and containers and stuff from B&Q. Just cut them up. They're not too expensive. The back, as you can probably see, and the right hand side are white, all apart from the front window on the right hand side, which is the traditional corner pebbly glass bits. The lamp and the white windows was another adhesive film, just a white sort of glossy adhesive film. Again, stuck it to the back of the plastic from the windows, stuck them in, bang, done. I actually had to cut down the lamp a little bit because it was slightly too tall, but I'm happy with the size it is now. And again, the lamp was just sort of rolled up Used the same white adhesive film, plastic rolled up, stuck in, glued, and this one over the top. As you can see, some other details are on the roof, which I actually forgot to mention. I've done these at the same time as the sculpting, which are the clips, if you like, for the roof. So there's one on the right hand side and there's two on the left hand side. Each TARDIS box with each era is different from one another, and if you're prepared to go over and do some research and implement all that you found into making these boxes, it's just joy making them and including all these little details and everything, and it just it's, I don't know, one of those things, isn't it, that us Doctor Who fans love to do. We love things to be 100% accurate. Apart from them putting the signs in and weathering it a little bit, there wasn't too much weathering that went on this, because during season sort of 9, 10, I feel like the box was repainted anyway. I'd done a little bit of dry brushing for the roof and all of that, and actually got some sort of sawdusty wood, actually from where I've just been sanding the cocktail sticks, stick them into place, and I sort of brushed it over sort of the roof, just because you look at stories like Frontier in Space, and it sort of starts to look a little bit chipped and all of that stuff, the box, especially the roof by that point. So I wanted to sort of allude to that a little bit. The signs went in. I done the two little cocktail sticks, tiny cocktail sticks, glued them in the front, painted them black for the hinges, just because in some stories you can see them. So it's another little detail, something else that separates this box from the others. So let's talk about the signs quickly. So as you can see, the front and the back are both the white signs. On the left hand side you can see it's the traditional sort of black and white. And on the right hand side I done just a greyed out sign, because at this point the sign had gone missing. A really great addition to the shelf. I mean, especially alongside all the character options toys. It looks great next to your John Pertwee figure, your Third Doctor figure, and all the other monsters and companions from that era. That's the TARDIS. I hope this hasn't been too confusing with me just rambling on off the cuff about the process of me making this. Hopefully the images of the construction has helped. There is a link in the description to Jamie Bates' website where you can buy these. They've dropped in price recently actually, which is great. Thank you for watching. I have another video which I am currently making. I haven't shot this one yet as I'm waiting for my voice to sort of recover fully. It's another Doctor Who related one, that's all I'm going to say at the moment. So hopefully that's going to be out not too long, as I'm making that as well as this. I look forward to creating more videos this year in 2023. It's a good year for Doctor Who this year, so let's all get excited for what's to come. Thank you for watching, and I will see you at some point in the future. If you enjoyed what you saw here today, feel free to subscribe for similar content. If there was a particular video or section of the video you liked, let me know by liking or commenting on the video. Your likes and comments could influence the next topic I talk about. Thanks for watching.